What's going on YouTube? So today what we're going to do is we're going to do another DIY project. Saw this on the internet and I really just saw the final product. So what I want to do is I want to try to build it from the beginning with you actually watching. That way we can all kind of collaborate and figure out the easiest way to do this, best way to do this, whether we think it's going to work or not. I'm not actually going to be able to put this to the test for a few more months, at least so it warms up a little bit. Went yesterday, river's still icy, so this is just going to go in the tackle box for now, but I will actually do another video on it later on, so we'll see how it works. Essentially what it is just a beer bottle cap and two different types of swivels. We'll use those swivels to put on each end of the bottle cap, and then I got a split shot and a treble hook. With all that, essentially make just about a 6-inch long lure, and we'll see how it goes. So I don't know if this is going to work. Might turn out to be garbage, you know, but saw it and actually really wanted to try it, so I figured I would film while I'm actually building it, and maybe you guys will find it useful. I'm pretty sure this is something that you'd be able to build even if you're at the lake or on the river, just with the things that you have in your boat or you find on the bank. I don't think there's anything that's going to be here that's going to make this impossible to do on the spot, other than I'm going to use a drill today, but fairly confident you could do that with just a pocket knife as well. So let's see how it goes. Alright guys, so I got everything set up here. Really all we're going to use for this is just this 12-volt drill here, a pair of scissors. I have barrel swivel that has a clip on the end of it, so we'll use that one. And then I have just a regular, just a regular barrel swivel. I have a split shot sinker. Sorry, I can't talk. This is a treble hook that I got out of a catfish kind of kit tackle box. Don't really plan to use it, at least not in the form it's in now. So I'm going to go ahead and repurpose that. Just the 12-pound monofilament Zebco line that we used for the leaders. And then you can use any metal, soda or beer top that you have. This particular one is a red stripe. I was interested in doing this just strictly for the colors, so it's just a white background with the red stripe on it. I think that is going to be our best bet for this. So kind of just to clean things up right off the bat, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take the spring off of the treble hook, and get that off. We don't need it, it's out of the way. Alright, next I'm just going to kind of bend over the bottle cap. I don't want to fold it completely in half, but I do want to get a good little bend to it. So I'm going to do it actually right in line with where the red stripe is on the cap itself. Alright, got that bent out a little bit. Now next thing I want to do is just give it a little bit of a bevel. Alright, and I think that's going to be good. So it's not completely bent in half. One side is a little bit more bent than the other side, but I think that's okay, and I kind of like it. So now what we're going to do is I'm just going to drill a hole in each of the flanges that I've bent out. So bear with me one second. So before I drill this hole, actually there's a little plastic piece in there. Let's go ahead and take that out, just kind of wrapping up. Alright, we're done with the drill. So, once again, basically what I did, just bend out these flaps here, bend the bottle cap in just a little bit, and then I put a hole here, and then a hole here on the opposite side. Alright, next what we're going to need is a little bit of our monofilament. And at this point, what I want to do is I just want to tie a loop into the bottle cap. Like I said before, this is not something, you know, it may not even work, but I definitely don't think anybody's going to go out and catch their, you know, personal record bass or anything like that on this particular setup. Could be wrong, but fairly confident I'm not. Alright, so I have a knot tied to the bottle cap. I'm going to go ahead and cut this off at about 4 or 5 inches. And it doesn't need to be 4 or 5 inches. I'm just doing that to make it a little easier to work with. I'm using a double barrel swivel. And I do want this fairly close to the bottle cap. Alright, got it tied on. Go ahead and clip off those end tags. Now I'm just going to run my line, go ahead and tie it off onto the back side of the lure. Okay. Cut off that tag line. A little bit more. And then we're going to go ahead and make this just long enough to cut off and tie on our second swivel. Now the second swivel you're going to want pretty close to your bottle cap. That's going to be what's attracting your fish. So if it's too far back, you're probably not going to have much luck. Even if you do get a hit on the lure, it's going to be hard to set a hook there unless the fish is trailing it. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and put my split shot on up here at the just double-eyed barrel swivel. And that's just to help. I want mine to just drop down in the water a little bit, make it a little bit easier for casting, things like that. Last thing we're going to do is we're going to take our treble, slide it onto your clip, don't throw it down, onto the clip, and lock it in. Alright guys, that is my version of the bottle cap fishing lure. So, not sure if it'll work, but it's definitely worth a try. What I might wind up doing is I might wind up taking my split shot off and putting it on my actual main line. That might help it a little bit more, just with the action. But overall, this is, I mean, it's a decent, even without it spinning all the way around, it is a decent amount of spin that it has to it. It is kind of flashy. So, you know, there you go. That's it. That's the bottle cap fishing lure with a treble hook. One thing I wish I would have done different, just right off the bat, I can go ahead and tell you, is I wish that my my monofilament would have been a little shorter. That I am confident of. I think I would have liked the look of it. The swivels added a little bit more length to it than I would have liked. So whenever you make yours, if you make one, I would recommend that you just cut down the amount of monofilament on there. But that's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you learned something. Hope you actually try it out yourself if you do, or if you've done this before. Just go ahead and drop a comment down in the bottom, and don't forget to like and subscribe.